So there's a question I've been meaning to ask if anybody comes across this video. Do I look like a console fanboy? Do I sound like a console fanboy? Because there's been a lot of misconception, unfortunately, since I started my original channel, which is Dangerous 562, and here I am now with JRPG console. So because I play PlayStation, does that mean I'm a PlayStation fanboy? See, the problem with today's society and the modern day internet is you hear one side of the story and you don't hear both sides of the story. And a lot of people get closed minded mentalities that, oh, because this guy did something 10 years ago, he's a console fanboy. And, it's just ludicrous, you know? I've never been a console fanboy. It's just this certain gaming community had the utter gall to make a video and take things out of context. And they also never came to me and personally asked me what did I mean by the video. And even as well, when I made that $70 myth video, I wasn't fully awake. I had a hard time sleeping that night. And I'm not sure if anybody realizes this, but if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to say something really dumb out of your mouth because, the brain needs to properly sleep. Okay, so when I made that video, I did point out a lot of things that were incorrect, but for some reason I got labeled as a console fanboy. And then when I had my original channel, I was being accused of being called a PS3 fanboy, which is not the case. I actually made a legit apology video on, uh, a piece of crap webcam. It was terrible quality. That's the best I could afford at the time. But yeah, I was legit sorry for that. And I know you might point to that one video where I had the sunglasses on. I was just trolling. I was just trolling and just see if people bought it. I put on a persona when I had my original channel. But eventually I stopped, and I think what happened was, people thought that I lost a debate or a discussion, which was not the case. That's not what the situation was. But unfortunately, a lot of people took that out of context and just made assumptions that I was a fanboy and I was defending the PlayStation 3, which is really, really nonsense. And, like, I've had this negative stigma about me for a very, very long time. Since I started, I made multiple channels, and I feel like nobody gave me a fair shake. It feels like I've been in a lot of kangaroo court situations that just made me, that basically put me on edge to take a dump on me and make themselves look like the good guy to get views and clickbait videos. And I really don't appreciate that because I believe everybody that's on the internet deserves a fair shake on things, and I should have been treated better. I definitely made mistakes, but some of the mistakes that were put out were not fully incorrect and provided no factual basis of evidence. I'll just give you like a few examples. Because I used anime girls, apparently some certain group started going around making rumors that I was a lolicon and I was a predator. which was not the case. And something about I made a comment in a stream, which I was probably joking, but they took that like I was being serious, so I was being accused of something I wasn't. Like I encourage anybody to get me in a StreamYard or somewhere and actually listen to me as an individual and learn the actual truth, and not, you know, play these, you know, court sessions where I basically am pressured and threatened to tell certain things. I don't agree with that at all. And I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, a console fanboy. I've never been a console fanboy. I was like maybe a console fanboy a little while for the dangerous account, which I will admit. But guys, like I said, time and time again, take everything you hear with a grain of salt, because not everything is factually true. And if anything, people should double check if there's any actual factual basis to it. That's all I'm going to say on that front. And I just find it ironic that a lot of these people that like to make fun of my disability, or you know paint me as some wicked person. These are the same people that are doing this now and can get away with it scot free. And it all boils down to it's one rule for me and one rule for thee, which is very, very hypocritical. I don't take that kind of stance at all. I think anything that kind of makes you look stupid. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a console fanboy. I've never been a console fanboy. But I think the modern day of the internet just loves to jump to conclusions and just pass judgment on people, which I'm not a fan of. Just because I made mistakes, I'm suddenly somebody that just doesn't deserve to be heard or share opinions anymore, which is completely asinine. But I'm not going to go on too long about this, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. I want anybody that's open-minded, just feel free to reach out to me. Talk to me. Ask me the right questions. I'm always going to be honest with you. I'm not going to just throw out some white lies and false narrative truths. I'm going to actually tell you the truth. Okay? And a lot of the stuff that's been said about me, majority of it is factually untrue and no factual basis to go on. And that's all I'm going to say. So, if you want to continue to assume that I'm a console fanboy, I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but you gotta know the evidence you're trying to use on me to say I'm a console fanboy is completely false. And it's just anybody that's not closed minded is gonna say, yeah, how exactly is he a console fanboy? You know, I don't defend Sony. I don't defend Microsoft. I don't defend Nintendo. And if you're wondering why I don't personally want to get into PC gaming, it's because I choose not to. I tried it. Doesn't appeal to me. I personally like playing on what I want, despite the fact that, yes, I'm on a platform that has a lot of compromises, but that's the choice I want to make, and I feel it's no one's business to judge somebody for that. And I don't judge anybody for what they play on or what their sexual preference is. I'm not about that. Okay. Kind of reminds me that one time there was this guy that made a sock account. He made this claim that I'm gay because I blocked him. He couldn't believe the story that I kissed a girl in high school, so he made this assumption that I'm gay, and he started drawing dick pics on my picture. I just this internet today just baffles my mind. Like if it's not people judging you, it's just people making ridiculous claims that have no factual basis to it. It's kind of ridiculous. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. Do you really believe I'm a console fanboy or whatever else you heard about me? Do you believe it's true? I'm going to be honest. Look into my eyes. Do you believe most of the things are correct about me? I think I rest my case. Anyways, I'm going to upload this video because I feel like I need to say something because I feel like I've been mistreated and misunderstood day one since I came on the internet, and it's this type of behavior has to stop. It really does.